Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. Today we have Predators with an S at the end. And this is a sequel, obviously, to the previous Predator films. The original one in 1987 with Arnold Schwarzenegger. 2010, it's an hour and 47 minutes long, and it stars Adrian Brody, which is a bit of a different choice. Usually, in the past, we had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover as two, say, traditionally large and aggressive men. So, as the leads that are going up against these alien hunter killer uh, beings from another planet, spoilers, in case you didn't already know, the predators tend to be these just aliens that come to Earth, at least in the previous films, and they find the most impressive specimen that they can hunt and then kill for sport, for fun, for entertainment, to collect a trophy. In Predator 2, we saw one of their trophy walls, and it had a number of different skulls, not just human, but other alien species around the galaxy, including a xenomorph. So, hey, in this one, though, they collect a number, like at least 8 different human prey. You want to call them? We can call them prey. There's a movie called Prey that's hooked into the Predator universe, but yeah. The funny thing is about this is that they jump around in time for different stories, and this is treated as if well, I'm not going to spoil anything in that sense. I'm not going to spoil anything. They just look like they're the type of guys, and a gal, in fact, played by Alice Braga, the only female in this. They basically they're literally dropped into a jungle. As we first see each of these characters, well, we see Adrian Brody just falling from the sky. Why? Well, he hasn't pulled his chute yet, and well, thankfully he does. Otherwise, it would be a really short movie. At least one that would, if it was going to continue, would be without him. Why put him on the poster? So, in this case, though, we have 8 different killers from all over the Earth. Adrian Brody. We have, let's see, Walton Goggins. You know Walton Goggins from Justified and The Righteous Gemstones and Fallout and The Shield, which is where I first fell in love with Walton Goggins. Anything with Walton Goggins in it, I'll watch it. Oleg Tartakov. Sorry, Oleg Taktarov. Yes, he's Russian. At least he plays a Russian in this. Danny Trejo's in this. Louis Ozawa plays Hanzo. And Mahershala Ali, you know him as the future Blade, maybe, if that movie ever gets made. I don't know. And you also get Topher Grace. Yeah, Topher Grace. You know him from that 70s show and apparently Spider-Man 3 as Venom, Eddie Brock. So, yeah, there's a big cast. Oh, there's also, I'm not going to say how we see him, but Lawrence Fishburne is in this as well. He's on the poster. It's not a big surprise, so yeah, we'll just say that. But it's a collection of oddball characters, but all with something in common. They are killers themselves, and most of them are trained military from different parts of the world. They've apparently been collected, and now they are set to be hunted. And yeah, they have to learn to work together in order to survive. But they really don't like each other, and they do not trust each other, at least at first. And so when it comes down to it, who will make the sacrifices needed? Yeah, yes, people will die. Yes, this is what these films are about. Characters will die. It's just a matter of how. So yeah, this is one of the more because it's also produced by Robert Rodriguez. It's directed by Nimrod Antal. He has done some episodes of Stranger Things over the years, but he is most known for Machete with Danny Trejo. Let's see. why can't I find some of the other stuff? It's more intense action type stuff. So yeah, he's a good fit for this. And we get Greg Nicotero does a lot of the visual creature effects and things like that, as he's well known for doing in The Walking Dead and so many other things, horror things, especially over the years. So, for me to say anything more about the plot or the characters, it kind of spoils things because they are. I've already told you a lot, but it's really just a kill fest. And of course, when we say predators, there's more than one predator, and lots of twists and turns. And so, yeah, it's do we get to hear somebody say the word predator or predators in the film? Yes, absolutely, we do. It's a thing that now is that happens. Predator 2, somebody did that. It's a predator or something. Well, this one they get to say the title, Predators. Who are they talking about though? There's a lot of predators on this planet, and it's not just these big guys with the masks and the laser pointers and everything else. There's a few other things that come into play. So, if again, all these films tend to reference each other. I saw Predator Badlands in the theaters. I've never been a person who really followed these films. It just, for some reason, it never connected with me as I was growing up. I was more into Back to the Future and Star Wars and Star Trek and just. I guess we didn't have a whole lot of theaters where I grew up, and didn't really have a lot of options. These movies either never showed up or they just didn't last very long in the theaters compared to whatever else was out at the time. So that's the only thing I can figure, because by this point, well, here in 2010, I've been in California for quite a while at that point. I guess I just didn't see it. I didn't have any people around me that were really into Predator films. So I'll blame them. I'll blame all of them. It's their fault. Whoever they are. So, so you get, you just get to see a lot of kills. And there's some twists and turns, some surprises, and it's a creative way. There's a number of creative ways. It's not just stab, stab, shoot, shoot. It's a number of creative ways, because the predators are tricky guys. They know how to set traps, and they are hunters. And, well, why not hunt the best? And that's what each and every one of these people are, at least in their general parts of the world. So, can they fight off what seems to be an entire clan of predators? Will they ever make it out of the place where they're being hunted? And what does Lawrence Fishburne have to do with all this? So yeah, I can't say anything more, because again, this whole script is just one spoiler after another. It's a bit of discovery, and I think that's what makes it great, because it's not just one person. Like Danny Glover was he had a team with him, but it was very much about Danny Glover, and then the people around him, the other police are with him, were getting knocked off, and most of them. And yeah, you kind of knew what was going to happen. And the original one, you had Schwarzenegger, and these are all military guys who knew each other, and yeah, you knew that pretty much all of them were going to get killed off, and Schwarzenegger would have to be facing off against him, muddy and shirtless in the jungle. Could they recreate that exact film? No, they don't want to do that. You got to do it a little bit differently. Where Schwarzenegger had a bunch of guys who were mostly had his back, and same with Danny Glover. These guys, yeah. Would they sacrifice their own lives for somebody else? No, I don't think they would. But that does come into play at different points in the film. So, yeah, if I don't even think you have to like any of these actors in order to enjoy this film, because it's not your normal muscle-bound macho showcase. Yes, Adrian Brody will get shirtless at some point, and he will fight, I should say, in unconventional ways. It's guerrilla warfare in the jungle. It's the best place to do it. So yeah, it's for me. Yeah, I keep saying this, but this is a great film. If you don't already know what's going on, other than that there's predators in this. And if you've seen the other films, there is a direct reference to the original film. Someone in the group knows a little bit more than they're letting on. Yes. But in the end, does it help them? Well, yeah, a little bit. So, but yeah, made Adrian Brody an action star, a shirtless action star. Has he done it again since? No, I don't think so. I almost think I don't almost think. I think somebody was trying to tell me, but since I hadn't seen it yet, they weren't gonna spoil anything for me. I think this was meant to sort of be the start of a branch of the franchise, but you never know. It's because there is a survivor or two. But yeah, when you're done watching these, if you have Hulu as well, at least before you start Badlands, watch Killer of Killers on Hulu. It's animated, it's an anthology. Watch it to the very end as well. It has a lot of connectivity to each of the films, especially at the end. So, check that out. Okay, next week we'll be doing the final film in this 4-part series every Sunday to finish off the only 4 Predator-related things that are on Disney+. They have since, even though Fox owns the rights for Predator they don't call it Fox anymore, 20th Century Studios, which Disney bought, since they have the rights to both Aliens and Predator, surprisingly there's not been any Aliens vs. Predator films released yet, but that could happen. Maybe. So that happens before I run out of stuff to watch. We'll end up watching those as well at some point. I think I've only watched one of those way back. Anyway, tomorrow, what are we watching? Give us a number. 83. 83, if you're not familiar with this corresponds to a spreadsheet I have here. You see that we've watched a lot of stuff that remains. Okay, we have a docu-series. Most of the stuff that remains on here are documentaries, reality TV, concerts, behind-the-scenes stuff, things like that, in this one category. But Superstar is what we're watching next. That's number 83. And I think it is a kind of an anthology docu-series about different superstars, mostly ones that have passed. Excuse me. They have passed on, and they kind of give a biography of their lives. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose. They imply that there's a number of them, as we'll probably see in the background, but I don't know if, I know that the background, I think, is supposed to be Robin Williams, that we'll see when I'm watching this, but I don't think the Robin Williams one is available to watch. I don't know. I would pick that if it's available to watch. So we'll find out tomorrow when we watch Superstar on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.